Hey, so you're looking to move to Tacoma, Washington? Here are the top 5 neighborhoods that you should probably be looking at. What's going on, everyone? I'm Baggio Saldivar here. I'm a local realtor here in Tacoma, Washington with Compass Real Estate, and I'm here to help inform and talk about different neighborhoods here in Tacoma that you should be looking at if you're looking to move. If you're interested in buying or you just have more questions that you need answered, feel free to reach out. We don't know unless you reach out, and let's dive right in. So why might you be looking at Tacoma in the first place, right? So you have Seattle that's up north, you have Olympia that's south, Tacoma is right in the middle, right? So it is a cheaper cost of living than being up in Seattle. And that is a lot of what we're seeing happening, is people need to go somewhere a little more affordable, but still close enough to maybe commute if they need to. So Tacoma is that great middle ground of, hey, I'm close to the freeways, I'm close to another downtown, I have the access, but I don't have to deal with too much of the craziness or too much of the high cost that Seattle might bring. So Tacoma's still a good sized city. It's still got its downtown, right? It's still got its nightlife and things like that, but it's definitely a little more toned down than Seattle, and it's still got some good suburbs, still have more space than what you might be used to up there. So first neighborhood that you probably look at then, if you're looking in Tacoma, is Northeast Tacoma, right? So what you get there is a deep, more suburban vibe. You have a lot more residential homes, and you have great school systems. So if you're looking for kids, you're looking for your family, that's definitely a spot to look at. Now the price, the median price home is a little higher than Tacoma as a whole, but it's kind of you get what you pay for sort of thing, right? So it's a little more quiet. You are there to live there with your family, right? And you're there to kind of still be away from a major freeway or be away from a downtown. So the second neighborhood, it's right next to Northeast Tacoma, is Dash Point, right? So Dash Point is quiet also, pretty secluded because you're on the water, and very low crime rate compared to the rest of Tacoma. You have your senior living as well mixed in there. You have a great community sense, and it's definitely a great place to be with a family as well. So definitely check out Dash Point. It'll definitely be another kind of step back from a crazy bustling downtown feel. All right, so number 3, and it's my personal favorite, is Ruston. So Ruston has grown tremendously over the last about 4 or 5 years, honestly. You have the main Ruston Way that's on the waterfront, and it's got restaurants, movie theaters. They're building more apartments, I believe, and more homes around it too. But that area is just great to just have a night out with the spouse or with the family. You can go down. You see beautiful views too with the rest of the water over there. Now the only downside to it is if you look on the map, it's like on the tip of the piece of land, right? So traffic-wise, it can get a little hectic because, again, it's kind of like a one-way in, one-way out deal. So if you're kind of, cognizant of that, you do want to take that into account. But like, my wife and I have been going there honestly since we were dating. So it was always like a great getaway that we felt, because we didn't live there. We wanted to, but like, when you're there, you just feel, honestly, a little bit more uplifted, I guess, because you got such great views and you have just a really good vibe in Ruston as a whole. Now, on the west side of it too, what you have too for families and whatnot is like the 5-mile hike, and you got like the Point Defiance Zoo and Aquarium. Great too for families. A lot of stuff to do on that side as well. So definitely check out Ruston. Like I said, it's my personal favorite, and might just be because my wife and I have been going there for since as long as we've known each other. But we've been going there for a reason, right? We just always have a good time when we're in Ruston. All right, the fourth neighborhood that you should check out is it's technically not Tacoma, right? So it's technically just southwest, but Fircrest, and then following a little bit more south is University Place. Now, if you look on the map, it is basically Tacoma. You literally are just on the other side of, I think it's the 16, which takes you to Gig Harbor. But like, you're talking about a good, more suburban feel with like trails and being closer to the water and good places to eat and good schools for the kids, those are the places that you do want to look at. So like you have the Whole Foods, the different markets, the mod pizzas, you have all that in a good main street area. But then you just go off of it and like you got beautiful older homes. I say older homes because there hasn't been that much development there, but the homes with the character, right? That you're literally, they're well taken care of, well maintained. You're not having crime around there. Like, it is just a great spot to be at, and to just, like I said, take care of the family and be away from a hustle and bustle lifestyle. All right, so last but not least, Hilltop. So Hilltop is right there with Central Tacoma, and it's literally the Hilltop from the downtown Tacoma area. So with the name and where it's at, the proximity, like that's the number one thing that it has over everything, right? Is the proximity. You literally, if you work in downtown or you work along the 5 freeway, or a lot of medical professionals working in the hospitals in the area, they want to be close, especially with crazy hours. So like they want to go to Hilltop because it's so easy to just get to and from where they need to be. So when you're looking at it though, what comes with Hilltop is just a little bit more, I guess, like I said, more noise. The crime rate is a little higher than the other neighborhoods we talked about on this list, but that's because you're in that downtown setting, right? So like, if you've never lived in the downtown setting and this is your first time, it might be a surprise to you then, because that's just how it is. You know, you got closer homes. You don't get as much bang for your buck, if you want to call it, because the homes are smaller as well. You'll find a lot of old homes too, early 1900s, right? There could be renovations done on them and whatnot, but don't be surprised if you're looking at the year built and you're looking at, 1906. It's like, yes, because it's one of the first neighborhoods here in Tacoma that has still been there, right? Overall though, Hilltop, like I said, what brings it above everything else is the proximity, the commute time, and just if you want to have that, if you want to be in that lifestyle, the downtown feel, or it makes sense for you, then that's a place to look at. So again, thanks for watching. I'm Baggio. If you like this video, feel free to like below, subscribe. If you have any suggestions on what we should make a video about next, go ahead and feel free to leave that below in the comments, and see you guys soon.